Howdy folks, welcome to another edition of Whiteboard Friday. Sorry I've been gone so long again. I'm going to do my best to be in town for almost 4 weeks in a row. It's shocking. Okay, here we go. So today what I really wanted to cover is this idea that the search engines are all that you can do in internet marketing. I know, SEO Moz, SEO Shop, we're trying to promote search engine marketing. However, there's so much opportunity on the web that I think gets taken advantage of by some folks and not folks in the SEO industry. So I'd like to present a Whiteboard Friday on end running the search engines. End running the search engines is actually a great idea. Here's what I'm suggesting. Hit them where they're not playing. Hit them where visitors are not necessarily engaged in search activities. Now, is this the same kind of direct format that you've got usually? No, it's a little different, absolutely. However, this is what I'm kind of recommending. So, playing in social media, right? We're all familiar with that. We play in Dig and Reddit and places like LinkedIn. I thought Helen Overland's post on LinkedIn that I pointed out the other day is just fantastic. We'll try and link to it again in this blog. Playing in the blogosphere. Playing in email? Email? Yes, playing in email. I'm working very hard. Gmail, damn you. I'm working very hard to try and get my email signature to actually have a link to SEO Moz premium content. Right? It seems like a natural idea. This is the same type of thing that you could play with. So, forums, offline ads, offline branding, driving traffic to stuff. You guys all remember the Pontiac, Google Pontiac during the Super Bowl. Playing during conventions or events. Getting your brand out there. These are all great places to approach folks when they're not in a search mindset. This football season so much. The thing about a search mindset, though, is remember that when folks are searching, they have a specific task they want to accomplish, right? When they're not in a search mode, however, they're not necessarily immune to, but they're going to be wary of advertising. However, I think that you can do a lot of branding, not necessarily in the ad world, but in the world of these different places that has a big effect. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So, a branding goal, the idea is, here's this guy, right? He's looking at your brand. If he sees it 8 or more times, he's going to remember it in the future, right? And then eventually, hopefully, if he's had a positive association, he'll love it, right? This is the goal. The goal is to get people aware of your brand so that when you do sell, the familiarity with your brand, right, the comfortable nature that folks have, the connection that they have with you is strong. And thus they'll say like, oh yeah, I know those guys from SEO Moz. Next week, these two will be featured in a blog post. Yeah, you know what, I am going to drop $300 on them. Or, oh, Best Buy, right, like they have good prices. I'll go and buy my DVR from them. Okay, so that's kind of what you're trying to accomplish here. Branding works best when they trust the source. They've got to trust the source. They need to feel like they have a connection with you. And when the message captures attention. So, some folks, I think, mistakenly say that it's a good idea, right? You've got your Google results box here, and on the sidebar you have ads running. And they're like, well, that's kind of free branding, right? Because people are seeing your ad.
There's buried treasure in them there tiles.
No, I'm sorry. By and large, people have ad blinders on. If they're looking at your ad, it's because they want to be engaged and maybe they'll click on it. But really, I would say that by and large, you're not talking about being able to achieve a lot of branding in the search results with Google AdWords or with Yahoo Search Marketing or MSN or something. Where you are able to achieve them is in campaigns that run advertising like on banners sometimes, right? You see good banners sometimes on TechMeme. I think TechMeme actually does a great job with their ad sponsorship, so take a look at that. Places like Dig, right, Federated Media, they had that whole scuffle with Microsoft and paying bloggers and that type of thing, but lots of good attention for the people-ready business. Did I get $5 to say that? I didn't, damn it. All right, I'm going to call them. And branding works best when there's a relevant correlation, right? So here's our guy again. Now he's turned blue. Maybe he's sad. Maybe he's just in Seattle where it's rainy. Okay, so he's looking at his webpage about kittens, and here's an ad for SEO. Okay, bad. Why bad? No correlation, no relevance. He's not in an SEO mindset. He's not even in a search mindset. SEO Moz strongly endorses one flavor of ice cream. But here he is over on, I don't know, maybe Search Engine Land or Search Engine Watch or Marketing Pilgrim, right? Andy has some good sponsors on there, right? And he's reading about search, and here's an SEO brand. So he's going to be more in the mindset. You see folks like SEO Inc. advertise on there, and iProspect, and Bruce Clay. And I don't have a lot of engagement with brands like iProspect or SEO Inc., but I remember them because I've been to those sites a lot, and so I know that they're there, and they have presences at conventions, and people talk about them in the blogosphere. So they have a lot of branding mindshare. This is what I'm trying to accomplish here. So, with that, I'll urge you to think beyond just the search, and we'll actually get into some specific examples of brands, hopefully in some blog posts next week. See y'all later.